In tonight's top story, a trio of bills meant to give victims of child sexual abuse more time to seek justice heard gut-wrenching testimony this morning from survivors, prosecutors, psychologists, and more.
Maddie Beertemple is live at the Capitol. Now, Maddie, you spoke with the representative who wrote the bills about how they would change the current law.
That's right, Nicholas and Lauren. Representative Austin Schauer sponsored all three of those bills to give victims a better chance to come forward and seek justice. He says the current laws let perpetrators wait out the clock while victims endure lifelong trauma.
My dentist was a prolific pedophile.
Jeffrey Dunford recounts horrific memories of sexual abuse from his childhood dentist in Fargo.
This particular office manager suggested that she had witnessed more than 400 boys abused in her tenure.
He wasn't the only one to share his experience.
I was sexually abused by a priest at Selfridge when I was about 10.
Memories of abuse from priests, parents, and other trusted figures filled the hearing room.
Her perpetrator had showed her pictures of his wife and his kids, and at 7 years old, she said, I was worried that he would lose his wife and his kids and he wouldn't get to see them again. And that was in the mind of a little 7-year-old child.
The traumatic testimony had a common thread among victims: delayed disclosure, meaning often they won't tell anyone about the abuse until decades later, after the statute of limitations has passed. That means they can no longer seek justice through the law. But three new bills aim to address that issue.
All these bills are an effort to recognize what victims of child abuse have gone through. This is an effort to say that we care, we know what you went through, and we're trying to step up as a state to come behind you and help you.
The first would open a 2-year window for anyone abused to bring a civil lawsuit forward, even if the 10-year statute of limitations currently in place has passed. The second would clarify language about when victims, quote, should have known to report. The third would extend the statute of limitations on the criminal side from 3 to 10 years to give prosecutors more time to pursue a case. Supporters of the bills say it gives survivors an opportunity to get justice, or even just feel like they can speak out and seek help.
Why should sexual predators be protected by the passage of time, but victims suffer in perpetuity?
The committee did not yet vote on the bill. The Attorney General's office said today they are closely watching all three bills and submitted testimony supporting the third one. Now, this comes after the AG released a report last month that revealed at least 2 Catholic priests who were sexually abusing children are alive today and could have been criminally charged if not for the statute of limitations. Nicholas and Lauren, back to you.
Okay, Maddie, thank you very much. Anyone with information about clergy abuse in North Dakota can confidentially report it to 1-800-472-2185.
To report any other instances of child abuse or neglect, head to kxnet.com for more information.
The attorney for a driver who caused a crash in Bismarck, killing 2 women and severely injuring